All right, good morning, YouTube. Uh, Pretty good night last night. Uh, I don't know, I had some idiot trespassing on me last night. I don't know, or someone sending smoke. What is all this crap on YouTube about? You don't want none of this smoke. No, I don't. What's going on with these YouTubers? I don't know. The world has changed dramatically since I was a young lad. You know, but it gets worse and worse every day on YouTube with these wars or whatever these people are having or whatever. Don't get involved in any of these wars. All these people are, you know, like what I'm trying to tell people. Don't get wrapped up into these YouTube wars. Some of these channels, they're bad boys, you know. So gang members, clubs, whatever it may be. So be safe. Who was trespassing on me last night? I don't know. Or was it a spell? It probably was a spell. Or some kind of magic thing or something. Who knows? They'll come up with something on YouTube. No. They power of suggestion and everything that these people throw out is straight out of the witchery book, I guess. I don't know. To each their own. But I got some coffee going. And be safe out there, people. There was some bad weather last night, and we got some snow coming in, I think, later today. And tonight, I believe. So what's going on with YouTube with all these people saying they don't want none of their smoke or whatever? I have no idea. Can't be good though. Whatever they're doing. Uh, why is Anthony Greeno still on camera if he's wanted? These guys, they're liars. They're on the run. These are bad boys. On the run. Uh, and I'm laughing. I'm laughing. Something so simple. Uh, that they could have handled and got it out of the way was turned into a giant fiasco. You know, so I imagine it's going to get a lot worse for some of these people. Anthony Greeno and his crime channel or whatever, if he don't turn himself in. Uh, there's a reason he don't want to go to jail. He don't want to get butt plugged probably or whatever. But you don't get butt plugged for cannabis. It ain't making sense. I was watching some stuff last night and I'm like, that. Then I went back and checked out some of the videos that out there on the Delphi thing and what's going on out there. And I was like, yeah, it ain't adding up. Something's up with Mr. Greeno. What? I don't know. Uh, he's getting that cocky attitude again, though. I could tell you that much. And he's bringing in the sleuth. Everyone's like, get back. The sleuth is, you don't want none of this sleuths. Smoke or whatever. What? You don't want none of his smoke. he chased someone down with a pistol and a banana clip or something. I'm like, what that? These guys, they're boys. If these guys pick a fight with the wrong guy, a real trained guy, they're gonna get their asses stomped. You know, I keep telling them every time I go on his channel, turn yourself in. Turn yourself in, Greeno. Get it over and done with. Ah, smooth. Nice cup of coffee. All right, yeah. So what's going on with YouTube and all these people saying they don't want their smoke or their, what are they doing? Are they literally doing magic or witchery or whatever? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Who's the new guy that is now brought in as bridge guy? I don't. A figment of their imagination. Yeah, a figment of their imagination. Someone get a hold of the crazy Irishman. We can use him on this case. So, I was doing some research on these guys, and they're all like, people I was asking, oh, don't mess with these guys. These guys are respectable in the community of YouTube. I'm like, are you people that far gone that you think YouTube is actually a real community? Happy New Year, Ricky. Let me guess, you got a Happy New Year new guitar from your wife. I wasn't myself last night, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, that snow's on its way. I got to go check on them little two dogs here pretty soon. And about noon, I went there early this morning. Got to go back about noon, let them out. But these crime channels, on some of these crime channels and these people, they're all linked together. They all know each other. They all communicate with each other. They all know each other. And then they tell people, don't listen to them people. They're nuts. They're crazy. Don't listen to them people. Some of these people on YouTube are. Well, I mean, it ain't polite to say they're nuts, but they're a little far off. Yeah, Dave put a good show on, but I see one of his guitars went down. Uh, I don't know, that black one or something. The battery went bad on it. Yeah, Emily sounded great. Uh, Jim sounded good, and that was a good. It was a good show, but who was the guitar tech that gave him a guitar with a low battery in it? We need to get that guitar tech. I left a message on that. Guitar tech, do you want to explain yourself? The battery's dead in the guitar. So, oh, I got someone else on here. Oh, these are these robots, which they don't bother me, but people are saying they're bots. Yeah, so, and they're linked to dating sites and other sites, and yeah, are they hurting anybody? But I'm gonna remove them. So, Ricky, I hope you had a good New Year's. Well, yeah, we got snow coming. It looks like a lot. The Whoever's Dave's guitar tech needs to make sure them batteries are ready or have spares just in case. But other than that, it was a great show. Yeah, I had fun. I was there the whole time. I did put it out on my YouTube channel, but I took it down. Volume on it was way too loud. Matter of fact, I'm going to turn the volume. Well, I ain't even peaking on my meter hardly, so can't be that loud. I think it's YouTube doing so, or we have a hacker. Could be a hacker. Uh, you got a band you're auditioning for? Good luck. And he says he's taking his Telecaster and the EVH Fender. Both nice guitars. I got to restock up on my guitars. See, what I think's going on with these people, they're trying to control people on some of these channels and control the outcome of what they want their case to go. And I think I figured out the whole thing. And they want us to call the authorities. We don't do that. You know, we don't do that. It was this Takayami that went down that had the bad battery. I thought the Takayami was the natural colored one that he was playing. His Takayami's black. You might take your Gibson Explorer, huh? Hey, Sean Harmon's son is here. Everybody, be careful, Sean Harmon's son. Last time I talked, Reno and all of his friends and the sleuth and Harmon and everybody's threatening to uh, give everybody a wet willy on the butt, and that ain't good. That's never good. No, I was commenting. Sean Harmon's son on Greeno's channel the other day. Turn yourself in, Greeno. Get it over with. Yeah, you know how them guys are. You don't want this smoke. You know, what? What kind of, is it that old skunk bud from way back? Smelled like a skunk. We might want some of that, but we don't want the crap that you guys are putting out on YouTube. I know that much. Yeah. Well, not Sean Harmon's son, but the other channels. How did they get themselves into all this mess? I have no idea. But boy, did they do a good job. They really, Sean Harmon's son, what do you think? I think they really have just, they did it to themselves. Would you agree, Sean Harmon's son? Like Harmon, you know, threatening everybody on YouTube. Then people start going back, and then now all of a sudden, Anthony Greeno and Sean Harmon are best buddies, and Greeno's making videos now saying, Sean, I like you. You know, now they're all teaming up. It's their psychological mind games, and they remind me of terrorists. And like I said, we spent 20 years getting rid of these idiots over there in Afghanistan and all these places and everything. And wouldn't you know it? Well, now we're dealing with these psychological mind game dudes right here in our country. I don't know if you've seen that, Sean Harmon. Oh, it's so much. It's just unbelievable. It turned into a mess. It just turned into a mess. And and I don't know. I don't know Anthony Greeno, and I don't know Sean Harmon. But if I was one of their friends, you know, uh, I'd tell them, "Are you an idiot? You're running because you got cannabis charges for a doobie or whatever. I ain't going to jail." Well, you probably wouldn't for a doobie or whatever. But see, Sean Harmon's son, they're not letting us know the full story. I wouldn't doubt it, Sean Harmon's son. Bendeo's here today. Hello, Bendeo. I seen you over at Dave's last night on the channel and everything. Oh wait, I didn't see you last night. I don't know. Hope you had a good New Year's though. But anyways, Sean Harmon's son. I didn't know that, but you know what? I wouldn't put it past it. I think they're on that old white china, that old bath soap. And I ain't talking about the bath soap that you clean your body with. I'm talking about that evil, wicked stuff. Magic men and all that. What did these dudes get themselves into? I have no idea. I have no idea, but I can tell you this much. It ain't going to be good. It ain't going to be good what comes out of it. I'll tell you that much. It's just getting worse every day. And you try and help them and tell them, turn yourself in before this gets way. I used to be a troublemaker when I was a young man. Don't run or whatever, because the fines will get bigger and the jail time or the probation will get longer if you start, thinking that you're above the law. Nobody's above the law. Even Jesus wasn't even above the law. My opinion. God rest his soul. Glory be to God, King of Kings. But turn yourselves in and quit threatening people with this smoke or whatever it is. I'm having a bad feeling. These boys are using some kind of a magic or something. I don't know. I didn't think he can ever go back to the bridge without risking being arrested. I don't know. I'm trying to take the bridge out. I put a video out there and talked to a couple people, and I said, you got to take that bridge down. These idiots are luring people back to that bridge area. There's no surveillance out there, there's no security. And that bridge is not safe for little kids to be walking on, but yet they keep going out there and luring people, come on out to the bridge, cross the bridge. And this is where the two girls were killed, Abby and Libby. I find it appalling. It's just unreal. So I talked to a couple people and I was like, they gave me a thumbs up, like it might happen. They might take that bridge down. Now, here's the thing. I gave them an option: either tear the bridge down, piece by piece, or have a guy come out, a demo expert, with a couple false freight charges or whatever, and bring it down, or you could take it down piece by piece and reassemble it at the train museum they have up. Excuse me, that they have out there. Excuse me. And before somebody dies again, before somebody falls through the bridge, or a little kid trips and falls off of the bridge, or somebody gets raped or killed or murdered out there again, the bridge is coming down. I know a lot of people are pissed about it, but I'm sorry. I am Forrest Gump. Sorry to break up your little death machine party out there. They're all pissed at me. I'm like, hey, I don't, oh, I'm a big YouTuber. I don't give a shit who you are. I really don't. You could have millions and millions of views. You live in your little fantasy world. I live in the real world. So they, and this is what the government was talking about is these guys are using their viewers as weapons. And you know me. I'm the first one. You don't want to get involved in it. You just want to be left alone. But I put my head down. I'm like, here we go. If we're going to do this right in America, let's do it right. Let's make sure we get rid of all these idiots, because we can't be putting up with this shit. But I imagine Green will eventually turn himself in, or he's going to run into somebody that's hunting him down. This is what I told Greeno. Greeno, turn yourself in. And then he commented back, you ain't the law, and this ain't your jurisdiction. And you know what I told Greeno, Sean Harmon's son? Greeno, I've been retired for a while, but I got skills. He said, what? Skills, Anthony. And the people I know have better skills than me. And they know right where you're at right now. I might not know you personally. You might know who I am. But what I have to offer for you is safety from these people that have skills. You're an idiot. Oh, I might be an idiot. But that don't take away from I've got skills. I don't know what's going on with them people. They should turn themselves in and get it over with. I think it's everything out there. Everyone was saying it was a big. It's just a mess. It's just a mess. Witchery, sorcery, child raping, child. So you know what? And they got pissed. When I brought up that one of them girls, I'm believing now, was pregnant. I think one of them young girls, the 14 or 15-year-old girl or whoever she was pregnant. I ain't taking nothing off of the table. Not a dang thing. I ain't taking nothing off of the table. And Anthony Greeno is acting way too nutso for it just to be cannabis charges for smoking it. He got caught with some pot. And I tried telling him, what do you mean you got, what, a doobie? You know, a doobie. Well, that's not. In order to do big prison time in Indiana, they changed the amount of cannabis you're allowed to have. It's not even. You get a ticket if it's like a gram or an eighth or whatever. It ain't even. It's a misdemeanor. You're running on idiotic shit. You know, and it ain't making sense what he's saying. It ain't adding up. You don't run from a dude. It ain't 1965 where you get thrown in jail for 20 years for a doobie. They don't take your phone away because the killer calls you. The authorities don't take your phone away because I don't think the authorities have his phone. I really don't. I think he gave his phone to somebody else so they can. Who knows? I don't know. I know one thing. I don't believe anything they say. Nada, nothing. Now they introduced JP, which they're talking in code. You know, JP don't have nothing to do with it. It's some guy they hired probably to put on a towel, a towel head or whatever, or a thing. And if I find these people, I'm gonna go. Get out of here. He was paid. Bendejo, them chicks only come out when Dave plays with FM station. Last night was the acoustic set. Them were all 1970 ex hippies that were at the concert last night with Dave. So there was no need for Deli Force for me to come out and beat them down. Although I would have liked to seen better security around Dave and the band. And I told Dave that you can't just be letting these people walk up on you, Dave. We don't know who these people are. You know, they can try and grab you and kidnap you. You know, so but I didn't. They're all ex-70s guys. Sean Harmon's son said, "Did you see the note that they claim is the map of the real area? It ain't it don't add up." I know, Sean Harmon, you seen that too? I seen that note, and on that note there's lyrics. Did you see that, Sean Harmon's son? Type in yes if you did. The map don't line up with the river. One part of it does at the end, but that's it. And they're saying that that's the path they took to get out of there or whatever. Sean Harmon's son, I'm telling you, I'm something is fishy about this. Something is fishy about this. I think it's everything I thought it was. It's a big ring of them, and now you're seeing these YouTubers. They're contacting each other. And here's the proof: we got Greeno on camera, bawling his eyes out. Somebody help me! He's on live camera. Somebody help me! Graz and all them guys and Sleuth. Can you guys help me? Well, these guys are all ex-prisoners, gangbangers or whatever. I'm like, oh, this is going to be good. They think I don't have connections. Oh, I got skills. I got a madman's mind and a baby's brain. Yeah, I seen that map, Sean Herman. I ain't buying it. I think they're all connected. That map supposedly came from somebody, and that map that they showed had lyrics on it by Days of the New. There ain't no rest for the wicked. Money, it don't grow on trees, baby. I got bills to pay. I got, and and I commented on the ladies' chat that was showing it. Them are lyrics from a song. Everybody's like, "What do you mean?" Lyrics. There ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. I got bills to pay. I got, them are lyrics from a band. So somewhere these boys are doing something they shouldn't have been doing, and it might have music connections down there. I don't know, nor do I care. But you got Greeno on camera asking all these people if they can help him. He's in tears. You got Harmon, who is all messed up now again on heroin or whatever, or acting like he's all messed up on heroin or whatever. And he's making videos. Anthony Greeno screwed him over and used him and this and that. And Greeno thinks he's just the shit. He does. I'm like, oh, this is going to get ugly. And then, calling in the sleuth, everyone's like, whoa, 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 the sleuth's here. Yeah, who the fuck is this sleuth? Some gangbanger? Out west? I got plenty of connections out west. Who the F is? We'll find out who the sleuth is. They're bringing in all these people. We're fighters. Oh, I love that. I got a couple connections with the real MMA guys. I would love to get a hold of these guys that think they're professional fighters. This is unbelievable. This is going to be huge. I want all this videotaped. All of it. It's going to make a great movie. Who are these guys? I have no idea. I'm a singer and a song guy and a music movie man. I have no idea who these guys are. But I'll tell you what, they just think they're the crap. And why? Well, because they're probably gangbangers or something, or they know each other through prison or whatever. I don't know. I don't care. I'm only one dude. I'm only one little tiny 5'7", 165, 180 pound dude. What are they doing? I have no idea what they got themselves into. But I can tell you this much. They probably messed with the wrong people and they're scared shitless. But, these people are wanted for felonies and stuff like that. And yet they're bragging that they got all kinds of guns. Then they get pissed when I'm, what's he doing with weapons? He can't have. Oh, yes, I can. I have no felonies. I have no felonies. Not unless somebody hacked the system and created it, which is very possible. But other than that, no, I don't have no felonies. Never did. Was never convicted on anything. Well, because I never did a felony. Well, Sean Harmon's starting to come down a little bit now, his videos and stuff. And he made that one video. I'm sorry. I can't, I've been just a little bit, all this. His dad was a bridge guy and his son was the killer and everything. Well, if that was the case, you would have thought the authorities would have came out by now, 5 years, and said, Sean Harmon was right and it was his dad and his son or whatever. But I don't think so. I think it was a bunch of them. A big sex ring, just like they're saying, all connected. Gangs, all of it. It's a mess. I'm starting to wonder what happened to Michael Catt. Did Michael Catt maybe know something that he shouldn't have? We're not sure. We're waiting for the autopsy to come out or whatever, and yada yada yada. I'm starting to wonder if old Michael Catt actually was the smart one and said, "I'm out of here," before either he got caught or whatever he was involved with these guys. He's probably kicking himself in the butt if he is still alive. But Greeno just put up Gray Hughes' address and picture of his house. For what? Sean Harmon's son. What'd he do that for? That don't make. Why are they? Who's Gray Hughes? Oh, is Gray Hughes that dude that wears a hat and the glasses all the time? Johnny, where we were dancing, have that. Ricky Compton. I've got 3 SGs since my wife bought me the Wyoming 1996 SRV. Oh, that's nice. Probably so weirdos show up at his house. What's Gray Hughes and Anthony Greeno battling about? Sean Harmon, you know me, I'm from Chicago. I'll give you my address. I'll show you my house, exactly where I live. Please, please, come on over. Come on over. In Chicago, we call people like this that we're dealing with, Sean Harmon's son, scattering crackheads. I know it's not right, but that's what we call them and everything, you know. Bunch of scattering crackheads. I know it ain't polite or anything. I'm really trying to help Greeno by telling him, get away from these people, this YouTube crime community that you think is so legit. We're starting to blow holes in their YouTube channels and saying, yeah, see, these people ain't legit, you know. So, you know, I try helping. Hey, I don't know Anthony Greeno. Never met him in my life. You know, I try telling him, hey, turn yourself in. If it's cannabis, you're gonna get I-bonded out or even a ticket or whatever, and maybe probation or whatever, you know. And if it was a lot of cannabis, well, then maybe house arrest or whatever. The way the prisons are right now, so overpopulated. True Crime Maria's here. Hello, ma'am. That you probably won't even do any time. You might have to wear an ankle bracelet, and you might be on house arrest or whatever. Then you have no choice but to do nothing but videos all day. But something ain't adding up, Sean Harmon's son, with that case. Would you agree to that, Sean Harmon's son? Would you agree to that? That something is not adding up with what these guys are putting out. It is like a feminist front. True Crime Maria. Hi, Johnny. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. Are you a man or a woman? So I just know I get kind of radical. Sometimes I get these people in here and they're actually women, but they have a photo of a man on there. And then I'm talking like I'm talking to one of the guys. And then when I'm done, they're like, oh, well, I'm a woman. I'm like, are you kidding me? I would have never been talking to you like that. All right. But would you agree, Sean Harmon's son, that it just ain't adding up what these guys are pumping out? True Crime Maria, would you agree to that? I mean, they're every day with Greeno, someone is the bridge guy killer. It's a big ring of them. There's many bridge guys. There's many Delphi killers. And I think they all were connected. My opinion. You know, that's my opinion. And I'm just not buying their stories. And now they're bringing in these big YouTuber, well, the sleuths there and everything. Yeah, what does that have to do with I ain't buying the crap that they're selling? Well, with Harmon, the same thing. I ain't buying it. For Sean Harmon to know all the information that he knows, there's only one way he knows all that information. Do you people understand that? How would Sean Harmon know all that information? Anybody? Anybody? Sean Harmon's son, you can True Crime Maria. Anybody? He would have had to been there doing it with him for him to know all that information. I mean, come on. Oh, he did this murder. He did that murder. He did this murder. He did that murder. He was the bridge guy. In order for Sean to know all that information, that would place Sean at the scene of the crimes. It's, I can't. I can't right now. It's too funny. It's too. True Crime Maria says, I've seen quite a few people say that about the YouTuber you're talking about. I've gone back and forth with it, but invitably not sure that he would have any involvement. Not sure. Who? Greeno or Sean Harmon? Excuse me. I don't, there's just, they turned it into all this drama and attacking people. The first, Anthony Greeno, you mean? Or Sean Harmon? I don't know. You can type it. You're safe here. You're safe here. I don't, you know what? True Crime Maria, they might not have been involved in it, but all the lies and deception that they've told, they got themselves involved in it. And now they're probably kicking themselves in the butt. Now, do I think Anthony Greeno is bridge guy? I don't know. I don't have all the evidence that the police have. I don't have the full footage of the video and recording. And I don't have the crime scene photos that proves that them girls were killed there and not killed somewhere else and dumped there and staged. You got to show me the evidence first before I can say, oh, well, these guys are, but these guys just took it and ran. And when they took it and ran, they did it deliberately to try and throw people off. So could they have been actually involved in the Delphi Bridge case? Yes, they could have actually been involved in it, meaning they knew about it or they knew the guys that did it, whether it be through sex, drugs, or music or whatever they're saying, or the Masons or the mafia. Sean Harmon claims his dad was mafia, syndicate, and a Mason. Masons, I just don't believe Masons would have let them two little girls be hidden in the woods. If it was the Masons, they would have made it clear that it was the Masons. Usually they put the body where everyone can see it to send the message out. The girls were found in a wooded area in a ravine where no one could really see them or anything. So, I don't think it was the Masons. Let me check my chat. True Crime Maria. Yes, for sure, agree with that. There are clear and obvious lies told often. I would say so. When he went on Greeno's channel, he said his dad was a member of the Druads in Indiana, which is a biker gang or whatever. Why do you think people are saying it's JP? Why do I think they're saying? They're trying to do whatever they can to try and get people away from them, because I think people are in on it. I think it was a big. Could JP be? As soon as I seen JP, I was like, yeah, terrorists. Let's get the team together, get a hold of Homeland Security, get the team ready and everything. And we might be dealing with a terrorist group where the terrorists were feeding these guys with drugs and money, and maybe women to ship over to another country or whatever. Get the team ready you know, and what gets me is do I think JP had anything? No, JP is not the bridge guy. That short little towel, he ain't the bridge guy. But there are people out there that think he might be and everything. It just, It just goes on and on and on and on, you know. I think they're just trying to divert from what I think people are onto them all, you know. True Crime Maria, Sean Harmon's son, so many reasons, but personally, I don't think he is involved in the murder. I just think he is deeply disturbed by it all, rightfully so, and dealing with that on top of, yeah, yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, talking about JP, yeah, I just don't think he's. Now, is it possible JP is the money man? Well, could be. I don't know. You know, if he's got any terrorists, I see these people after you go to war with these people, and your friends and your family go over and battle these people for 20 years. Uh, you start looking at people and saying, "Yep, we got one here." Do I think it's possible that JP might be part of a something crazy or whatever? It's possible. I ain't gonna take anything off of the table. I'll tell you that much. Do I think maybe some of these guys are looking for an scapegoat, a diversion? Yeah, it's possible. Meaning throw people away from what they created, you know, where nobody's buying their stories now, and actually the authorities are looking at these YouTube channels, and they're trying to create all this stuff, and it's just unreal. Yeah, if I looked at JP, it would be just for if it was me, I'd call the Homeland Security or CIA and say, watch this guy. He's potential uh, terrorist or whatever. I seen that one video. He had so many jackets on. He was puffed out like a, well, we just got back from dealing with Unibomb or bombers where they strap themselves with bombs or whatever. Get a hold of the guys, have them keep an eye on that idiot. Do I think he's a bomber or anything? No, I don't know, but just to be safe, I would check him out. And what else do I think? I think they're just reaching and grabbing for anything. I think they probably paid him to get on camera and do that. Who knows? They've been the sleuth has been friends with him for a while now. You know, who's the sleuth? I have no idea who the sleuth is. I thought sleuths died millions of years ago or whatever with dinosaurs, but I guess they still live. Bridge guy is, I've taken that recording and I ran through it hundreds and hundreds of times. Hundreds of times. Bridge guy is, well, not bridge guy. Well, I'm gonna go out on the limb and say what I believe. I believe it's Brian Chadwell on the recording. That's what I believe. That's what I said in the beginning. It was Brian Chadwell. That's his voice. I record music. I listen to voices. It's like, you hear a song. Well, that's Led Zeppelin. That's definitely Robert Plant. You after listening to a voice over and over and over again, uh, hundreds and hundreds of times, you can tell who it is. It is Chadwell. Now, here is the big thing. The way that recording is static and popping, it could have been it could have been edited. That's all I'm saying. It could have been edited. Now, here's the thing. Them girls could have already been dead or close to death. and they were being held by somebody. Why someone else took their phone. They found the phone, they knew it, and then filmed bridge guy walking down the bridge. Okay. And then threw the phone down. Much like, now I know you guys are going to laugh, but much like the Batman movie with the Joker. You remember the Joker in that movie with Batman, with Heath Ledger or whatever, where he stages a bank robbery, right? He has all these guys go in, get the money for him. They're all talking about, well, the Joker sent us, the big guy sent us to help with this case. And as they're done and carrying out the money, the one guy is killing all the rest of the guys. And then what happens? The bus comes through the front of the building. A guy jumps out. The Joker sent me to help you. They load up all the money. The guy turns around. What happens? The Joker kills him. So it could have been something like that, where the girls could have been dead already or were close to being killed, and someone had their phone and took bridge guy coming down the bridge and staged it to make it look like bridge guy and edit the video or whatever, after the footage was put out or something. Is it possible? Yes. What do I think? I think the voice I'm hearing is Brian Chadwell. And I said that all along. And they got pissed and they came here and made me I don't know, I took a lot of videos down. They got pissed at me. I think it's many of them. And here's the thing: they're all social media people. They all communicate through Facebook, Instagram, social media, hot phones. They're all connected, I believe. Chadwell probably knew a lot of these guys and probably knew Keegan Kline and all them guys. And, with all the video on Keegan Kline with bags and bags of cannabis and drugs and all kinds of stuff. I think there was one with either was cocaine or meth or whatever, I wouldn't doubt it if it was a big ring into drugs, prostitution, child porn, photos or whatever. They probably were making money off of it. My opinion, they probably were making money off of it. So yeah, it's just it turned into a mess. And we didn't threaten anybody. I didn't threaten anybody. They threatened me and sent me messages or whatever, and I don't go into people's chat rooms and threaten them or get mad at them or whatever. I don't make videos on people how uh, I'm a movie, music, song and dance and skit man. I don't make a living on threatening people or whatever. And they were the first ones to start, because this is why it happened. Because I said I'm not buying their story on their channels. I'm not buying this story. It don't add up. It don't add up. And I'm looking at the Evansdale girls too, because you know what? When that case first happened, they only found one of the girls. Dave, I seen one of the guitars went down live last night. Who's the guitar tech? God, get a hold of that guitar tech. You always test the battery before you give it to the man. Oh, God. I got to do everything out there, Dave. Dave, it was a great show last night. Everyone said his Takayami went down. No, it didn't. I thought the Takayami was the natural blonde colored one. But the one that went down was the black one. Now, see, if I was there with Dave and that happened, I would have had a battery. As Dave was playing, I would have went ahead and popped the release button on the battery, pulled it out, popped the new one in, put it in like a clip, as Dave never even missed a chord. But it was the Elevation that went down. I see it was a black shiny one. I was like, what's that? That looks sweet. Dave, another thing, I had a bunch of complaints about the camera angles. We can't see you, big guy. You're always way in the back. I can't see you. We want up. I got to come in and be camera guy now and guitar tech, I guess. I got to do everything. No, it was a good show last night. It was a good show. I can tell you what, though, I think Jimmy's voice is, he sounds good, but then he's them high chords at the end of the night. I think it's a little bit stressful on his old vocals. He sounded great, but by the end of the night, you're doing all them high things and everything. That'll pay a toll on your voice. I need a camera You need a camera guy, Dave. I can't see the big guy in the back. I want to see the fingers working. And a couple guys last night commented in the chat, Dave. I can't see what chords Dave's are using. We can't see the big guy. Emily sounded great. Emily sounded strong. I mean, she looked strong, but her vocals sounded strong. The 3-part harmony was good. Well, yeah, it was good. It was good. Sounded great. Camera guy and the guitar tech needs to stock up on batteries. He's got your guitar tech's got to be like Stevie Ray Vaughan's guitar tech. When Stevie played Austin City Limits, Stevie broke a string and didn't miss a chord, not a strum, not a nothing. That guitar tech unbuttoned the guitar strap, handed Stevie another guitar, and Stevie didn't even miss a bar. Now, come on. We need a guitar tech for Dave. That's what we need. And a camera guy. I can't see Dave back there. I mean, I could see Jimmy. I could see Emily pretty good, but Dave was way back there in the corner. Dave, do they got you set up by the kitchen over there? If it was the kitchen area, that's why Dave set up there. Easy access to the jalapeno poppers and the breaded mushrooms. So, yeah. We've done it a few times. You need something like that. Bendejo wants to know, Dave, if you played The End of the Innocents yet. By Don Henley. You ate short ribs? So yeah, where was I now? Yes. Talk amongst yourselves while I explain to the Sean Harmon's son. Are you still in here? If not, what's your take on that whole thing with Greeno and everything? You know, I like I said, I told Greeno, just turn yourself in. If I was Greeno's friend, I would tell him turn himself in. It's baby crap what you're all worried. Unless he got busted moving massive amounts of cannabis or meth or whatever, but for uh, a measly doobie or whatever, and he's posting on his thing, he ain't going to jail for a doobie and stuff like that. Well, no, you wouldn't. So it must be for something else, you know? Must be for something else other than cannabis. You know? So, and do I know Greeno? No, I've never met the dude in my life. I don't know him. I'm just a YouTuber. But something's up because, like I said, he made a video. He was bawling, asking people to help him, and he needed help and all that. We can get him help, but you got to stop running from authorities and turn yourself in and get it over and done with. You know. Yeah, I seen Dave playing that little mandolin. I used to have one of them mandolins. You know, I used to have one of them mandolins. Dave, what are you thinking about a camera and stuff? Are you thinking maybe a tripod and you set it up right in front of the, or in the back of the room or something? Or I mean, a camera guy would be nice. Really, it really would, because we're not hearing the full front sound. We're off to the side, so we're getting the sound. We're hearing it. It sounds good, but we ain't getting that full front sound of them crystal clear highs or them lows. What is cry love? I don't know, Dave. Ask Bendejo. Bendejo wants to know, Dave, why don't you play uh, Cry Love would be nice addition since you got the mandolin. John Hyatt's biggest hit. Uh, no, the camera is right in front of the speakers. The speakers are only one side? I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, yeah, camera guy would be nice, and a guitar tech that stocks up on batteries. Excuse me. Dave, did you put a brand new battery in it before you left? If you did, that proves my point. I bought batteries at the store and put them in my equipment or whatever, and it lasts a day or whatever. That's because they were sitting on the shelf for so long they lost their energy. Oh, geez. Hold on, guys. I gotta call me old mother. It's me mother calling me. Hold on a minute. Talk amongst yourselves. I gotta put this on mute for a minute. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I got to end this video. No, I will be before next gig. Yes. No, the camera. Yes, you put a new battery in it day before the gig. It's a good chance you did put a new battery in it and the battery was low. And I heard it through. If you read your comments, Dave, in that show, if you're still in the chat, if you read the comments, I was saying in there, Dave's guitar is going down. Somebody get a hold of the tech, something's going on, because I can hear it crack. It was crackling and static. I'm like, something's going on with the audio. And you know how I am, Dave, being a mod. I'm like, get a hold of tech. We got a problem here. And then I heard I heard it. And I was like, something's up. Something ain't right. Get a hold of the tech. Somebody. And I don't know. There's only so much I can do from here, Dave. There's only so much I could do, buddy. If I was there with you, I'd have been right on it. Sounds like a battery's going down in me. Dave, just keep playing. Keep playing. I'm going to come in and I'm going to switch that battery out. Don't even miss a chord. I got to get rid of these bots now. I guess these bots are bad or something. Buddy, if I was there, I'd have had the camera. I would have been right up there. We would have been, if I was camera guy, we would have been able to see your nose hairs. I'd have been right up on you. Check it out. I would have got close up on his fingers. Check out Fingers Dave Levine. But there's only so much I could do from here, you know. Only so much I could do, Dave. Nah, God. All right, but I got to end this video because me mother called me. You better come over, lad, and get your food before the snow comes. Well, we were supposed to have a big snow event out here and freezing rain and starting here. They're already putting warnings out now. It's going to be here in a little while. And I'm watching two little dogs, so I gotta go check on them before this snow event happens. I went there this morning, but I gotta go back and check on them. So I'll be back with another video once I get back and everything. I want to thank Sean Herman's son for stopping in. He's a good channel. I want to thank True Crime Maria. True Crime Maria, thanks for stopping in, sweetie. You're always welcome here, and please voice your opinions on the case and everything. You know, I want to thank Bendejo and who else? Ricky Compton, the big Ricky Compton got a new SG. His wife got him another SG, and he's going on a gig. So cross your fingers, people, because he's going to join a band and get in a band. And I want to thank the almighty Dave's Guitar Channel for stopping in today. But yeah, it was a good show last night. It really was. And it seemed like a great crowd, Dave. If you're watching this, it seemed like it was a great crowd. You know, no one was too drunk. There was no violent. There was nobody. You know, I did tell one of my guys. One of them dudes was getting too close to Dave. Get me some air between that guy and Dave. Nobody gets up on the band like that. Get the blow dart gun. Keep it quiet and clean. All right, I'll be back. I got to do a couple things, and I got to adjust my microphone. I don't know what's going on. The volume seems way loud, but my meter ain't even barely turning green on my interface, and my meter ain't even moving on my YouTube. I was counting on Lotus behaving by the patrons. I don't know. Bendejo, Dave, thanks for stopping in. True Crime, Maria, Sean Herman's son, Ricky Compton, everybody for stopping in. I'll be back in a little while. I got to go to my mother's, and then I got to go check on them little dogs, and I'll be back up. And I will be getting the snow event. It's going to be snow with possible thunder snow and rain and storms all mixed into one. It'll make great footage if I can get it. Hey, Dave, if you're out there, what happened to Bendejo? Hello? Hello, are you on your way? Okay. All right. I'll talk to you. I got to run to mom's. Where are you at, Shipshawana? Okay. Well, here it's starting to rain here, so I'm gonna run back to your house. I forgot to check this morning to see if there was any uh, packages on the porch. Okay. All right then. Everything's okay. Everything's fine, and don't worry about it. And if you need anything else, call me. Okay. Bye. All right. Okay. Thank you. Bye. Oh God.